We're going to get right to it today. Fun little flow. Let's begin in child's pose briefly. Separate the knees a little wider than the hips, toes together. You can reach arms forward or back. Let's give ourselves at least 3 deep breaths in and out through the nose. Firing up the Ujjayi breath. Coming up onto your hands and knees. Bring the knees in just a little bit. Let's do just a couple rounds of cat and cow to warm up the spine. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more deep breath. Returning to a neutral spine, spread the fingers wide, start tucking the toes, lift the hips up and back, coming into your first downward facing dog of the day. Walk out the feet a little bit, stretch out the legs, bend one knee, the other. Big inhale, lift the heels high. Exhaling, sink the heels to the mat. Next inhale, come forward to plank, lining up shoulders over the wrist. Lower the knees, chest and shin to the mat. Inhale, slide it through into cobra pose. Exhaling back to your downward facing dog. And of course, please feel free to modify your practice today as it makes sense. On your next inhale, let's lift the right leg up. Step to low lunge, bring your foot through the hands. Good, little bend in the back knee. Look forward for balance, coming into high lunge. Sweep the arms all the way up. You can either keep the bend in the back knee or straighten it out. See how it feels. Interlace all 10 fingers overhead. Flip the palms up. Let the shoulders drop. Let's open up for warrior 2. Left heel spins flat. Windmill the arms out to the side. On your next inhale, reverse the warrior, sweep the right arm up, let the left shoulder drop down, the right knee still pointing forward. Lower both hands to the inside of the right foot, come into side lunge at the back of the mat. Bend the left knee, keep the left heel on the mat, the right leg straightens out. You can work into this a little deeper if you have room to do so. Right, just by sitting into it a little deeper, maybe even bringing the palms together at the heart. Let's come into a low lunge at the front of the mat with the right toes down, walk the hands around, down dog split, lift the right leg up and back. You can either keep the right leg lifting or bring your right foot back to the mat as you come into your one-legged plank. Lower halfway. Untuck the toes, both feet to the mat, up dog, bringing it back to your downward facing dog. Switching up the sides, lift up the left leg, step to low lunge, foot through the hands, little bend in the back knee, look forward for balance, high lunge, pick up the arms. Change the grip as you interlace all 10 fingers so the opposite pinky finger sits on top, flip the palms. Let's open up to warrior 2. Reach the arms out to the side. You're looking over the left middle finger. Keeping the arms nice and strong, drop the shoulders out of the ears. Reverse the warrior, left arm high. Lower both hands to the inside of the left foot. Come into your side lunge, back of the mat. Bend the right knee. Make sure the right heel stays on the mat. Come into low lunge, front of the mat, plant the left toes down, walk the hands around, down dog split, left leg high. You can keep the left leg lifting or bring the left foot to the mat as you come into plank, lower halfway, untuck the toes, both feet to the mat, up dog, exhaling back to your downward facing dog. Good, and put a little bend in the knees, look forward through the hands, walk or hop the feet. Chest up on the inhale. Exhaling, round it down. We're going to put that whole sequence together just a little bit faster. Inhaling, sweep the arms around and up. Exhale, dive over the legs. Chest up on the inhale. Exhale, step into plank, or you can jump into chaturanga. We meet in down dog, so you can also just flow right back or step right into it. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, low lunge, step through. Little bend in the back knee, look forward, high lunge. Interlace fingers, flip the palms up. Warrior 2, reach the arms out to the side. Reverse the warrior, right arm high. Lower both hands to the inside of the right foot. Skandasana to the left, bend the left knee, keep the heel on the mat. Low lunge at the front, walk the hands around, down dog split. Either keep the right leg lifting or lower it back down. Coming into your flow. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Switch sides, left leg up. Low lunge, step through. Little bend in the back knee, look forward. High lunge. Change the grip as you interlace fingers. Flip the palms. Warrior 2, reach out to the side. Reverse the warrior, left arm up. Lower both hands to the inside of the left foot. Skandasana to the right, keep the heel on the mat. Low lunge at the front, walk the hands around, down dog split. Either holding it or lower the left foot as you take your flow. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Let's lower the knees. Separate the knees, toes together, hips to heels. One more deep breath. Come up onto your hands and knees. Let's take a seat on the mat. Extend the legs around front. Flex the feet, sit tall, maybe shimmy the hips forward so the sit bones make firm contact with the mat, setting up Paschimottanasana. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, reach forward and grab your feet. Use a belt or strap if you need to. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Inhaling, chest up. Exhaling, release the feet. Come into a cross-legged seat. Start with your right ankle lined up in front of the left. You can hold here, hands behind you. If this is deep enough on the joints, you can stay right here. You can lean into the stretch. Certainly if you have room to do so, you can walk the hands out. All right. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Walk the hands back in, coming all the way upright if you're not already. Walk your hands over to the right. We'll walk the hands to center, go to your left. Come back to the middle, switch out the legs, bring your left ankle in front of the right. Again, maybe hold here, hands behind the back, maybe lean in, or maybe walk the hands out. When you're leaning forward, walking the hands out, make sure your sit bones still make contact with the ground, so we're not popping up off the sit bones just to come forward. Walk the hands back in, come upright. Walk your hands over to the right. Return to the center, go a little bit over to the left. Coming back to center, you can either hold here. I'm actually going to grab a block and sit on a block. You can hold here for a few deep breaths. If you would rather take a traditional Shavasana, just lay on your back, palms up, eyes closed. Just taking a few moments to connect to the breath. Certainly, if you have time to remain, feel free to do so. Take your time in your relaxation. All right, Otherwise, if you're coming out of your Shavasana or your brief meditation, just start to open up the eyes, bringing awareness back to the body. Namaste.